The question shouldn't be, why isn't a woman of age, of success, of a certain caliber, not married with kids? The question should be, why are people rushing to the altar just to become divorcees or baby mamas and baby daddies?
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Welcome back to the channel. I've been watching this Cam Newton interview. He asked her some important dating and relationship questions, and I don't think he knew how to counter after she gave her really bad responses. I'm here to prove that women really can't give good dating advice to each other, rather if they mean well or not. Let's get into it. It's a great topic. Let's not waste 1 minute.
Very attractive woman out of 41 years have not met Mr. Right. Mm-hmm. That's enough time to find a lot of things out.
He's got a point.
I bet.
And yet,
mm-hmm.
no kids,
mm-hmm.
single.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, but I am saying,
mm-hmm.
Are women's expectations unrealistic?
No, I'm gonna say, like I said on Nick, the question shouldn't be, why isn't a woman of age, of success, of a certain caliber, not married with kids? The question should be, why are people rushing to the altar just to become divorcees or baby mamas and baby daddies? Mm-hmm. I think if anything, we need to be teaching our society, take your time, young man or young woman, so that you can get to know not just this person, but yourself first, so that you can choose a life partner, not that that person isn't exempt to divorce, instead of rushing to the altar just to become a divorcee or a baby mama and have multiple kids by multiple women, just to say you have broken families everywhere. Mm-hmm. I don't see my brother, he's in here, Shane, all the time, and who's 31 with no kids and doing well for himself. Take your time.
Let's quickly examine what she had to say. She's basically saying that men and women should take their time in getting married. Now, in some context of the word, that's true, but let's look at it from the man's perspective and the woman's perspective. And let's think about if men can wait the same amount of time to get married as a woman. And we all know that that is not true because men don't have a biological clock. Women actually have a biological clock. So women actually have a biological reason to put more of a rush on marriage or on finding a significant other. Men actually have a lot more time to take their time. But you see, she's a modern woman, so she believes that men and women are equal.
What the hell you mean, we? Get that we shit.
You don't need to rush to an altar just to divorce this woman. And another thing is, people who actually feel high valued within themselves, not financially, internally they feel high valued. They're not rushing to have a wife or a husband at the expense of divorce just to feel like they've added value to themselves.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
All I hear is fear. Whether you're a man or a woman, you'll never be successful in the dating market if you're fearful of every single outcome that can possibly happen. It's like those women who come on the Kendra G show and say, I don't want a cheater. And of course that sounds ridiculous because you won't know if you're dealing with a cheater unless you actually put yourself out there. People aren't going to divulge this information at day one. Some aspects of dating involve you just having to take a risk, put yourself out there and see what happens. But if you don't put yourself out there at all, nothing certainly will happen.
Because it's a deficit if you're marrying for the wrong purposes. It is an asset if you're marrying from a place of creating a family, of creating stability, of raising kids who can see this thing move and this house not be homeless, but this house have wealth in it, the real wealth that actually sustains. And so for me, I'd rather take my time choosing than end up doing time because I'm making wrong decisions.
You one crazy ass bitch.
I'd rather take my time so that I don't end up doing time. So I guess in her mind, a scenario where a marriage doesn't go good, she ends up doing something crazy.
Talk about what? Fuck you!
Next question. How young are you willing to go?
Ooh, I love that. See, now this is when the conversation gets good.
Come on now. We want to know that.
I'm gonna.
Because, like, look, I told you now.
Listen. Hold on.
Come on.
What?
Because
you going or I'm going? Who going first?
You.
Okay.
I mean.
You go.
No, you go.
You go.
No, you go.
No, you go.
I'm not going until you go.
I'm willing to, I think, late 20s.
Men, this is where you turn the TV all the way up. Go ahead.
Late 20s would be the youngest.
Oh my God.
However,
we got to put a number on that though. Like you 27. 26?
27-ish.
Yeah. That's not gonna happen.
You know Cam set you up for that one, right? He knew that everyone on the internet would find it ridiculous that you think you can date a man who's 27, or if you think that a man who's 27 is gonna actually take you serious. A lot of times when younger men are dating older women, it doesn't matter if the older woman is a baddie. A lot of times the guy is just trying to get a notch on his belt. He wants to knock down a cougar.
I'ma have to beat you down on some gangsta shit.
But usually the situation never sustains. It's usually not a woman that he wants to stay with long term, because most men marry for children, or most men get into long-term situations so that they can start families. Ma'am, you're 41, and that's why your value is low. Just from the standpoint that you can't even have kids anymore makes your value lower than women who can have kids. Can't believe she calls herself a high-value woman.
But,
Okay.
again, it depends on the maturity level of that man.
But this is where, I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
But
I
this
knew,
is where
I baited you. I knew where we were going.
your patience has
Be there.
to give him the
100%.
patience to bring his value or his function up to his
100%.
value.
100%.
Right.
100%.
But
100%.
so now
100%.
100%
Yeah,
this too.
100%.
A woman
Yeah.
who has high value will not entertain or be patient with a guy that does not have
Yeah, especially if she has certain
100%.
100% she will.
100%.
Cut that bitch off!
So she's hoping that there's a 27-year-old guy out there who doesn't want to have kids because she obviously can't give him any. And he's supposed to be okay with dating an older woman who's far past her prime, who probably has a bunch of rules. And of course, he's probably has to be willing to listen to her and to be molded by her so that he can become what she wants. Every time you see older women dealing with younger guys in the dating market, it's usually about control.
Especially if she has certain, Cam, especially if she has certain criterions that she knows most men of her age won't meet.
That's
Yes,
what I'm
she has to.
Wait a second, she has to go to 27-year-old men because the 41-year-old men don't meet your criteria? I think that that's bullcrap. I think that that's an argument that they're not really looking for substance. A lot of times when they say that, oh, 41-year-old men don't have the goods anymore, usually they're talking about what he's doing in the bedroom, if he can still get it up or not. They're not talking about, is he a provider? Is he a leader? Does he have money? Is he successful? This will only be fun to a woman who already knows she's gonna take care of herself for the rest of her life, not a woman who's actually looking for a man to come in and do real things. Older women usually are looking to get their backs blown out by younger guys.
Vagina. Give me some of that vagina.
Let's read a few comments from the comment section that I thought were interesting that bring some perspective to this whole thing. The first one says, imagine having 8 kids by 3 women in your 30s and questioning the value of a single woman with no kids at 41. When you really think about it, I would probably rather be a successful former football player who's a millionaire and maybe have a couple of kids in a couple of different places than to be 41 years old, single, alone in my big house, and I can't even have any kids anymore. So when the next one reads, you can tell Cam is used to dealing with low vibrational pick-me women. I can't believe that there are women out there who think that the term pick-me is actually derogatory. Any woman who wants to get picked is the kind of woman that men are looking for.
He ain't lying.
The next one says, I'd rather take my time choosing instead of doing time by making the wrong decisions. Baby, that part. Again, modern women fail other modern women by making them believe that they have all the time in the world to find the best partner in the dating market. It's the reason why so many women end up buying a dog. The next one says, it's almost like Cam was irritated that she was actually the epitome of a strong black woman. Oh my God.
Because yes, I am a strong woman.
She most certainly answered his questions beyond his expectations, and it shows.
Guess again.
Actually, she didn't answer any of the questions really well. They actually weren't good responses. And any woman who thinks that those were good responses is going to end up single. Hit the subscribe button, also the notification bell so you can be notified every single time we post content just like this. Drop a comment, let me know how we're doing on the video. Let's get the conversation started. I'll see you guys on the next one.